He woke up to the sound of waves. Cold water touched his face, then pulled away. The smell of salt filled his nose. For a few seconds, he did not move. His head hurt. His body felt heavy, like he had been sleeping for days. Slowly, he opened his eyes. The sky above him was gray. Not blue, not cloudy, just gray like metal. He pushed himself up and felt sharp pain in his arm. His suit was torn. Sand stuck to his gloves. He looked around. The beach was wrong. The sand was black, smooth like glass. Tall trees stood far away, but their shapes were strange. Their leaves were long and thin, glowing slightly, even though there was no sun. He stood up, breathing fast. "Where am I?" he whispered. The last thing he remembered was the ship shaking. Red lights, alarm screaming, then fire, then nothing. He turned toward the ocean. His ship was gone. Only broken metal floated near the shore. Small pieces burned quietly, like dying stars. There was no sign of life. No signal sound from his suit. No response from command. He touched the device on his wrist and tried to send a signal. Nothing. Silence. His heart started beating faster. He was alone. He walked along the beach, leaving deep footprints in the black sand. Every step felt watched. The island was quiet, too quiet. No birds, no insects, only the sound of the waves and his breathing. After a few minutes, he reached the edge of the forest. The trees were huge. Their trunks were thick, covered in strange lines that looked like symbols. When the wind moved, the leaves made a low sound, almost like a whisper. He hesitated. Then he heard it. A deep sound. Boom! The ground shook slightly. He froze. Boom! Another step. Something big was moving inside the forest. He slowly stepped back, his hand moving toward the small weapon on his belt. It was damaged like everything else, but it was all he had. Boom! A tree bent to the side. His mouth went dry. Whatever it was not an animal he knew. The footsteps stopped. The forest went silent. Then the fog came. White mist rolled out from between the trees, thick and cold. It moved fast, covering the ground, hiding everything below his knees. He tried to move, but his legs felt weak. A shadow appeared in the fog. Tall, very tall. The shadow moved closer, and the ground shook again. He raised his weapon, his hand shaking. "Stay back," he said, though his voice was low and unsure. The fog slowly cleared. He looked up, and up, and up. A giant woman stood before him. She looked human, too human. She had long dark hair that fell over her shoulders like a curtain. Her skin was smooth, light, and marked with strange glowing patterns. Her eyes were large and calm, shining softly in the gray light. She was at least 20 times his size. He could see every detail of her face as she leaned down slightly, studying him like a child looks at an insect. His weapon slipped from his hand and fell into the sand. He could not move. He could not speak. The giant woman knelt, causing the ground to shake hard. Sand lifted into the air. She placed one massive hand on the ground near him, careful not to touch him. Her finger alone was bigger than his entire body. She tilted her head. "You are alive," she said. He gasped. She spoke his language. How do you know that?" he asked, his voice shaking. She smiled. A slow, calm smile. "We have been watching your kind for a long time," she said. He tried to step back, but his foot caught in the sand, and he fell. His heart felt like it would break out of his chest. "Please," he said. "I'm not a threat." The giant woman watched him closely. Her eyes moved over his broken suit, his injured arm, his tired face. "I know," she replied. She reached toward him. He closed his eyes, waiting for pain, but it did not come. Instead, her finger gently lifted him from the ground. He felt weightless, like a leaf in the air. She held him carefully between her fingers. "So small," she whispered. She brought him closer to her face. "You should not be here," she said. This island was not made for humans. Fear filled his chest. "Then let me go," he said. Her smile faded. "That is not possible," she answered. She looked into his eyes. "You belong to me now." The fog closed around them, and the island watched in silence. He did not know how long he stayed in her hand. The wind moved past his face as she walked. Each step she took felt like a small earthquake. Trees bent as she passed. Rocks cracked under her feet. From high above, he could see the island clearly now. It was huge, too big for one island. There were tall mountains in the distance, covered in the same glowing plants. Rivers shined like silver lines. Strange buildings, half broken and half hidden, stood deep inside the land. This was not a normal island. She stopped near a cliff. Below them was a wide valley. In the center stood a massive structure made of metal and stone. It looked old but strong. Lights moved along its walls, slow and quiet. "This is my home," the giant woman said. She lowered her hand and gently placed him on a flat stone near the entrance. His legs felt weak. He almost fell, but managed to stay standing. "Why didn't you kill me?" he asked. She looked surprised. "Why would I?" she replied. He laughed softly, not because it was funny, but because he was scared. "I'm small. I am weak. I don't belong here." She crouched down again, her eyes level with him. "You are wrong," she said. "You are human." He did not understand. She stood up and walked inside the structure. The door opened by itself. Light filled the space. She picked him up again and carried him inside. The room was massive. The walls were covered with symbols, moving slowly like living things. Machines hummed softly. Some were broken. Some still worked. She placed him on a table made of smooth metal. Food appeared. Small, simple pieces of fruit and bread-like material. Water in a clear container. "Eat," she said. He hesitated. "Is it safe?" "Yes," she answered. "I need you alive." That word stayed in his mind. Need. He ate slowly. His body was tired. Hungry. No matter how strange this place was, his body wanted food. As he ate, she watched him carefully. "When did humans come here before?" he asked. Her eyes darkened. "Long ago," she said. "Your kind arrived by accident. Like you. What happened to them?" "They tried to leave," she replied. "The island did not allow it." His hand stopped moving. "Why?" "This island is an experiment," she said calmly. "A test." "Test of what?" "Survival," she answered. Silence filled the room. She moved closer. "There are rules," she said. "If you want to live, you must follow them." He looked up at her. "What rules?" She raised one finger. "First rule," she said. "You do not leave this valley alone." Another finger. "Second rule. You do not touch the old machines without permission." A third finger. "Third rule," she paused. "You do not try to escape." His chest tightened. "And if I break the rules?" he asked. Her face changed. Not angry. Not cruel. Serious. "Then the island will notice you," she said. "And that is worse than me." A low sound echoed through the structure, like a distant roar. He felt it in his bones. "How many others like you are here?" he asked. She did not answer right away. Then she said none. He looked at the walls again. The symbols. The machines. Someone built this place. Humans did not build it. "Why are you telling me all this?" he asked. She leaned closer. "Because you are different," she said. "You survived the landing. Others did not." He felt a strange feeling in his chest. Pride. Fear. Both. She stepped back. "You will rest now," she said. "Tomorrow, you will help me." "Help you do what?" he asked. She turned away. "To keep the island balanced," she said, "and to keep you alive." The lights dimmed. The machines became quiet. As he lay down, his eyes slowly closing, he noticed something strange. One of the symbols on the wall changed. It responded to him. Not to her. To him. His heart started beating faster. Outside, far away, something moved in the darkness. And the island was watching. He woke up slowly. The light inside the structure was soft and warm. His body felt better than before. The pain in his arm was less now. He sat up and looked around. The giant woman was not there. For the first time since he arrived, he was alone. The room was quiet. Machines around him showed small lights, blinking in slow patterns. The symbols on the walls moved gently, like they were breathing. He stood up. "I should not touch anything," he whispered, remembering her rules. But something pulled him forward. The symbol he saw before was glowing again. Brighter this time. It was reacting to him. He raised his hand slowly and stopped inches away. Nothing happened. He touched it. The symbol changed color. A soft sound filled the room. The wall opened. He stepped back in shock. Behind the wall was a small room, hidden and dark. Inside, screens flickered to life as soon as he entered. Images appeared. Stars. Ships. Human ships. His breath stopped. "This can't be real," he said. The screens showed humans landing on the island long ago. Their technology was old, but clearly human. They walked, explored, built shelters. Then the images changed. The giants appeared. Tall, powerful, silent. Humans tried to communicate. Some succeeded. Some failed. Then fear. The humans tried to control the island. They failed. The island reacted. The ground broke. Storms formed. Ships crashed. Only a few humans survived. He stepped back, shaking. "So we were here first," he whispered. A voice filled the room. "Correct." He turned. The giant woman stood at the entrance. Her face was calm, but her eyes showed something new. Concern. "You were not supposed to see this yet," she said. "You lied to me," he replied. "Humans were not weak. We built this." She walked inside, her steps slow. "Yes," she said. "You built the control systems. The island was meant to learn from you." "Then why keep me trapped?" he asked. She looked at the screens. "Because humans adapt too fast," she answered. "Faster than expected." She touched one of the machines. It came to life instantly. "The creators feared that," she continued. "So they made us." "You?" he asked. "Guardians," she said. "We were designed to control the island. And to control you." His hands tightened into fists. "You're afraid of us," he said. She did not deny it. "Your kind is small," she said. "But you change everything you touch." The ground shook suddenly. A deep sound rolled through the structure. Her head snapped up. "They sensed you," she said. "Who?" he asked. "The others," she replied. "The other giants." Fear returned to his chest. "They don't want you alive," she added. "Then why do you?" he asked. She looked down at him. "Because you're not fighting," she said. "You are learning." Another shake. Closer this time. She picked him up and moved quickly through the halls. Lights flashed red. Symbols changed fast. She placed him near a large window. Outside, he saw them. Other giants. At least 5. Their eyes glowed bright. Their bodies were covered in stronger markings. They were looking at the structure. At him. "They will come," she said. "And when they do, they will test you." "Test me how?" he asked. She leaned closer. "They believe humans are dangerous," she said. "They want proof." The structure hummed loudly. Suddenly, a console near him lit up. Words appeared. Human words. "System access granted," it said. His eyes widened. "I didn't do that," he said. She stared at the screen. "No," she whispered. "The island did." The console responded to his movement. As he stepped closer, more systems activated. Power flowed. Doors opened. Weapons, long silent, came online. The giants outside stopped moving. They felt it. The giant woman looked at him, shock clear on her face. "The island chose you," she said. He swallowed hard. "I don't even know how," he replied. She knelt beside him. "Neither did the first humans," she said. Outside, one of the giants raised its hand. The ground cracked. "This is where everything changes," she said quietly. The system spoke again. "Human operator detected," it announced. And for the first time since the crash, he was no longer powerless. The ground shook again. The giants outside the structure moved closer. Each step they took cracked the earth. Trees fell like grass under their feet. Inside, red lights flashed. The system screens glowed brighter as the human stood near them. He did not understand the symbols, but his presence was enough. The island responded to him. "The system listens to you," the giant woman said, her voice low. "That should not be possible." "I'm not doing anything," he replied. "I'm just here." "That is enough," she said. Humans were always the key. A loud door echoed outside. One of the giants struck the structure with its fist. The walls held, but the sound filled the air like thunder. "They won't stop," he said. "They never do," she replied. Another strike hit the wall. Cracks of light spread across the metal. The system spoke again. "Threat detected," it said. "Defensive protocol available." The human looked at the screen. "How do I use it?" he asked. She hesitated. "If you activate it," she said, "the island will mark you as a controller." "And that's bad?" he asked. "For us," she answered. Outside, one giant raised its arm high. Energy gathered around its hand. "Do it," she said suddenly. "If you don't, You will die. He placed his hand on the console. The moment he touched it, the island changed. A deep sound rolled through the ground. Lines of light spread from the structure, racing across the valley like lightning. The giants froze. From the earth, towers rose. Old machines, hidden for centuries, woke up. Energy shields formed in the air. A blast from one giant hit the shield and disappeared. Silence followed. The giants stepped back. They are scared, the humans said quietly. Yes, she replied. They remember this. The system continued to activate. Weapons locked onto targets, but did not fire. Why isn't it attacking? He asked. Because humans designed it that way, she said. It waits for a decision. Another screen lit up. A map appeared. Not just the island, the planet, and beyond it, space. A blinking signal appeared far away. Is that? He began. Your world, she finished. Earth. His breath caught. It's still out there. Yes, she said, and the island knows how to reach it. A roar broke the moment. One of the giants charged forward, ignoring the fear. It slammed into the shield again and again. Cracks appeared. They will break through, she said. The human looked at the screen. A simple choice appeared. Defend. Escalate. What happens if I escalate? He asked. She looked at him, her expression unreadable. Then you stop being prey, she said, and become something worse. The shield shattered. The giant reached through the broken light, its massive hand closing in. Do it, she shouted. He pressed escalate. The island screamed, not in pain, in power. Energy exploded from the ground. The giant was thrown back, crashing into the others. The valley shook as ancient weapons fired warning shots into the sky. The giants stopped. They knelt. All of them. The human stood frozen, light reflecting in his eyes. I didn't mean to, he began. You did, the giant woman said softly. This is what humans do. She stepped beside him. They adapt, she continued. They survive, and then they lead. The system spoke again. Full control unlocked, it announced. Awaiting command. Outside the valley, the sky changed. A thin beam of light shot upward, breaking through the clouds, reaching into space. Far away, something answered. A faint signal returned. The human felt his chest tighten. Someone heard us, he whispered. The giant woman looked up at the sky. Yes, she said. And when they arrive, she turned to him. This island will no longer belong to us. The signal grew stronger. The giants watched in silence, and the island prepared for war. The signal from space grew stronger. Lights flashed across the island. The old machines hummed louder, like they were waking from a long sleep. The giant stood still, watching the sky. The human felt the ground vibrate under his feet. They are coming, he said quietly. Yes, the giant woman replied. Your kind always comes back. The beam of light from the island stayed bright, cutting through the clouds. The sky slowly changed color. For the first time, stars became visible. Then one star moved. Then two. Then many. Ships. Human ships. They came out of the dark sky like silent hunters. Large and small. Old designs and new ones. They formed a wide circle above the island. The giants stepped back. Fear showed on their faces. They remember, the giant woman said. The last time humans came here. The human looked up, his eyes full of emotion. They didn't forget us, he whispered. A voice filled the air. Clear, strong, unknown planet. This is Earth Command, the voice said. We have detected a human signal. Identify yourself. His hands shook as he stepped forward. This is a survivor, he said. I'm alive. Silence followed. Then the voice returned, louder. We have you, Earth Command said. Hold your position. Relief hit him like a wave. Around them, smaller ships moved lower, scanning the island. Lights passed over the giants. Weapons powered up, but did not fire. The giant woman watched the sky. This is why the creators feared you, she said. You never leave your own behind. The human turned to her. You protected me, he said. You didn't have to. She nodded slowly. I was made to control you, she said. But you changed me. The system spoke one last time. Human authority confirmed, it announced. Island control transferred. The ground settled. The machines powered down, obeying him. One of the giants stepped forward, then stopped. Slowly it knelt. Then another. Then all of them. The human stood still, shocked. "They're surrendering," he said. "No." The giant woman corrected him. "They're accepting." She knelt too. The human felt uncomfortable. "Please," he said. "You don't have to do that." She looked up at him. "You were never small," she said. "Only patient." A ship descended toward the valley. Wind pushed against the ground as it landed nearby. Soldiers stepped out, weapons ready. They froze when they saw the giants kneeling. "What the hell is this place?" one of them whispered. The human smiled weakly. "It's complicated," he said. Medical teams rushed to him. They checked his injuries, his suit, his vitals. He barely noticed. His eyes stayed on the giant woman. "You'll be safe now," he said. She nodded. "And you?" she asked. "I'm going home," he replied. The ship's door opened. Before he stepped inside, he turned back. "What happens to the island?" he asked. She looked around. "The island will sleep," she said, "until it is needed again." He paused. "And you?" She smiled, soft and calm. "We will remember," she said, "that humans are not weak." The ship lifted off. From above, he saw the island grow smaller. The giants looked like tiny figures now. The beam of light faded, and the clouds closed. Back in space, Earth's ships surrounded him. Earth had come. Humanity had answered. As the ship jumped to light speed, he closed his eyes. He was no longer a survivor. He was proof. Proof that size does not matter. Proof that strength is not in power, but in will. And somewhere, deep in the stars, the island waited. Because humans always return.